Hey guys, been a while, but got the move done. I left the U.S. the 29th of October. Went to Hong Kong, picked up my girl. We spent a few days there. Flew back, spent a couple days in Manila. That's not for the weak at heart. So much traffic. So if you're gonna do it, stay over by the Mall of Asia. Much nicer. Walking distance, you can get a cab, get a grab. It was all good. We had a good time. Mall of Asia is really cool. I flew down to Dipolog, and let's just say it's not for the faint of heart. You know, probably other guys would have done it different. I got everything done in about a week and a half. I already had the house all set before I come over, but we had to buy everything for the house. Which, it's all here. You just gotta find it. You know, I got lucky enough from my girl's cousin. We rented the car from him. He had a driver. Awesome guy. Taught me so much. Showed me where stuff was. Took us around. We got all of our furniture. Her cousin again, Rexel. Can't thank him enough. You know, he assisted us in getting the truck bought. Bought a 23 Ranger. Me and my girl financed it. I put the down payment down. You know, so you guys all know, I'm paying the payment. Not a big deal. It was the plan from the get-go. I wanted a vehicle because we kind of live out of town. We live kind of out in the country. Nice little house. Built 2 years ago. $22K a month. Everybody says I'm paying too much. I think it's a good deal. It's like $375 to $380 a month. Beautiful house, you know, 2 bedrooms, living room, full air conditioning. It's got a carport, all fenced in and everything. I guess the point of this video is, if you think you're ready, you're not. I thought I was ready. I got so frustrated so many times. Nothing goes like it does in the U.S. I can't speak for the U.K. or Australia or anywhere else, but I can speak for the United States. Things here, let's just take a lot longer to get done. When we signed the paperwork, you know, we financed part of the vehicle here. I bet between me and my girl, we signed 200 times. And we went through, it was used, so we went through a different lender. She had to make out all 48 checks for the payments for the truck. Never would imagine doing that in the U.S., but that's the way things work here. It's all legit, you know, we got all the paperwork, we got the OR, the CR, I don't know what all that crap is. I thought we couldn't go on the ferry, but come find out we do have all the paperwork. We can go on the ferry. We can go wherever we want. Got full collision insurance on it. $600 a year. It's fully covered. I wrecked this thing. Somebody runs into it. The ferry sinks, God forbid. They just pay the loan off. So yeah, I lose out on my, you know, deposit or down payment, I guess. But so be it. You know, my insurance in the U.S. was $600 just for liability on a 2009 Tahoe that, you know, looked like it was ready for the junkyard. But it's very frustrating over here. Like I said, others probably would do it much slower than I did. The way I look at it, I wanted to get it all done and out of the way, suffer the consequences, so I can start enjoying life. So that's how I proceeded doing it. Other guys do it differently. Now, money-wise, you know, I spent probably 12 grand, but I put 7,300 down on the truck. I think you could do this for 3 grand, 3,500, and that's completely outfitting the house. That's buying towels, blankets, everything, bed, all the furniture. And I got outdoor furniture too. Amazing bamboo furniture. It was so cheap. But you can't do this in the U.S. You know, just like this truck. You know, I couldn't afford to buy this in the U.S. You know, I guess another thing is, other than you can't get stuff done right away, other than getting furniture delivered and little stuff around town, they were great with that. Most of the stuff they delivered it the same day, which I was surprised. It worked out great. But other things take forever. Like we had to go down, my girl had to open a checking account just for the truck. She had to go to 4 different people to open a damn checking account. Where in the U.S. you go in, wham, bam, you're all done, you're out the door in, 10 minutes? We were there for an hour. But again, it's the way it works. You can't change it. Don't try changing it. Don't even think about it. I've thought about it. I probably drove myself half crazy. I got to give my girl amazing credit. She has stood by me through it all. And let's just say I could have irritated the Pope a couple times. But she just, I could see she was upset. So I just gave her space. She was good. We talked about it. We talked about a lot of things. That's it, guys. The girls over here are different. They are not U.S. women. They will talk to you, and I'm not saying all of them. And I'm not saying all of them aren't not looking for your money. My girl, she has a fit. She will not spend money. She grew up dead poor, and she's been gone for 9 years to support her son, her and her family. And that gives me a lot of respect for her. And her younger sister is gone too. She doesn't have a child, but she's gone just to support the family and take care of the family. So, I don't know what else to really say, but they're different girls. They really are. Once they fall in love with you, I think they're here forever. Don't be mean to them or nothing. Treat them with respect. My girl doesn't want anything fancy. She just wants a roof over her head and food to cook. She has made me, 3 meals a day since we've been here. And I'm not talking skimpy meals. Like the other day, she made some kind of chicken dish for lunch. And I never got that in the U.S. It was usually fast food or, a sandwich or some shit. But, they're different. They're better women. They want to be women that want to be wives. So, I'll think of some more here. I know there's more stuff that I want to share with you guys. There's a lot of details. Like I said, I think you could do this for $3,500, not including airfare. My area, it's hard down here because a lot of people don't seem to list rentals on Facebook. I got lucky on this one. The woman had listed it, 10 minutes before I seen it. She was actually married to a man. They lived in Chicago for, 5 or 6 years, she said. They had 2 houses. She'd rather be up in Dumagetti, which is fine with me. So I got this, $22,000, what's $375 to $380 compared to the U.S.? We've bought a water machine. We've literally outfitted the entire house, other than the other bedroom, and we got a couple mats there because second day we were over here, her family got stuck over here on the mainland from the island. She grew up on a small island off the tip of Mindanao over here, and they got trapped over here because the hurricane was coming through. So they stayed with us. We got them a couple, floor mattresses. That's all they wanted. And, I got to meet her family that way. She's over to the island right now. I wasn't sure about the smaller boats going over, but I looked at it this morning, and I should have went over with her. Really sturdy boats, so, I was concerned, but, no problem. Next week, I think we're going to venture up, make a ferry crossing with the truck, go up to Dumagetti, look around, then we're going to go up to Cebu. I got a scheduled appointment to look at a jet ski up there. I figured that'll be good for me and her because there's a local boat ramp right here. And then me and her can just run over the island. It's 11 miles off the coast. Figure with a jet ski, it's just a little 700. But even, 30 miles an hour, you can buzz out there. When she takes the boat over, it could take, hour and a half. And I just think it'd be better. Then we can just buzz over. We can come back whenever we want and, enjoy time. I guess, we've got out. We made a couple trips when it finally slowed down here a little bit. Anybody that follows me on here, hopefully maybe I'll get some subscribers. Like and share or subscribe if you want. I'm not on here to make any money. I'm on here to make memories so I can remember where I came from. It brings tears to my eyes how much I've changed in 2 years with this girl. But I think it's going to be an amazing time, now that we got everything settled. She wanted to make it over because her mom passed away a few months ago. She never got to put flowers on her memorial, so she's over there doing that. Like I said, I should have went. I just wasn't sure of the boat. I went out, checked it out today. It was a family member's boat, but I didn't bring anything to go over to the island. She's gonna stay for a couple days and enjoy being back with her family. So like I said, subscribe, like. I'm not on here to make any money. It's just memories so I can look back in a few years and see. Have a good one, guys.